Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 2. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, we see a montage of the ladies. We see Phaedra and Aiden going to school, and she's talking about him going to high school. And it makes me remember the scene from that season of Real Housewives of Atlanta when she was taking him to kindergarten and she was so emotional and he was saying, "Mommy, I'm scared." So to see him now going to high school, it's almost like a full circle moment. Then we see Layla and Dr. Contessa. You know, Layla run the house, child. She's sneaking French toast and everything else. And Dr. Jackie, we see her, she's doing things at her practice, and we end up at Cecil and Simone's house. So when the scene opens up, Simone is down for the count, honey. That stomach toe up. Do you hear me? Toe up. Girl, you can't do it like you used to. You gotta be out there drinking it and zipping it and zooing it all night long. You just can't do that. So she starts asking about Quad. So Cecil told her that he invited Quad and he thought that they could maybe get back on track. He just wanted to mend things a little bit, push things along. So Simone said that Quad is his favorite. She's like, "I know Quad is your favorite. You just might as well go ahead and admit it." He said, "No, I did the same thing with Dr. Jackie. And you also did the same thing with her and Toya." It seems like Dr. Simone always need a little push because she is stubborn and she's a grudge holder. That's one thing I've noticed about Simone. Now, I like Dr. Simone at times because she can be kind of funny. But as the seasons progress, I've noticed that she's become a little bit stuck in her ways. And Cecil compliments her greatly because where she doesn't want to move, he pushes her a little bit. So then Simone was saying how her and Quad will be good at one moment, and then all it takes is one tweet and they're on the outs again. Listen, y'all got to decide to leave things in the past. It's old at this point. Do you want to be your friend or not? Okay, because I'm just so confused and I'm sick of hearing about it. In the next scene, Letitia and Dr. G are going on a TikTok viral date. Oh, child. So he said, as they was walking up to the restaurant, he said, "Where did you find this place?" She said, TikTok. I said, "Oh, child, not the TikTok, not the clock app." So they sit down and they're talking and he's telling her she looks good. He's like, "You look pretty. You look exotic." She said, "What I look like? What exotic? What I look like?" He said, "Texas meets DC." Say what now? Oh my goodness. Exotic Texas meets DC. Okay, that's a new one on me, honey. I've never heard of the exotic look coming out of DC. Never heard it. So Dr. G is just complimenting her and telling her how he likes when she dresses in her school marm outfits. And I have to admit, he does seem pretty happy with Sweet Tea. She's more his speed. See, this is the thing. Quad was the star in their relationship. She had the zhuzh. So he didn't feel like the man. Sweet Tea makes him feel like the man. Okay. He feels like, she makes him feel like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. But Quad had him jumping in that Fiat and going down the street real fast. You remember when he got in that little car and he and he sped off? Baby, he was pissed. Do you hear me? So anywho, I think she strokes his ego well. I think they compliment each other well. And I think he's happy with a child. So go on, child. Just get out of my face. So they're sitting at the table and they're talking about having a baby. And then they switch gears. Dr. G is mad that Dr. Damon is letting all this go on with Heavenly. Well, really and truly, the first time we heard some of the stuff that Heavenly tweeted, the accusations, if you will, Quad said it at the reunion. So really and truly, she was just hashtagging what Quad said at the reunion. Now, Quad, I hate to throw you under the bus, child, but I'm just saying that's what she was doing. Over at Heavenly's house, Dr. Damon got inspired after Dr. Scott grabbed that mic. Child, don't start that. Making a Bravo band. You on the drums. He on the rap. Ashley on the singing and the dancing. Oh, child, absolutely not. So he's in there playing around with his drums. And he's upset about Dr. G being his friend and letting his wife say things like he's a cheater. So the both of you are upset because the wives are saying things and neither one of you want to check your wives. He doesn't want to check his wife because he feels like she was just, retaliating against what Heavenly said. And you don't want to check Heavenly because you never do. Moving forward. Really and truly, Sweet Tea is a newcomer, so I feel like she had to get that from somebody. I don't know why she would just pull that out of thin air. It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would she just think of, oh, when Mariah said she had receipts, you believed it? Why would she just bring that up? And it just doesn't make sense to me. And to what Dr. Heavenly tweeted, she's repeating Quad. And Sweet Tea is repeating what she claims Dr. Heavenly said to her. So both of them are simply repeating what they heard. There, I fixed it. Everybody happy? Okay, y'all need to stop repeating rumors and whatever it is that you hear, and we won't have any issues. In the next scene, Dr. Jackie is at her office doing a checkup on Cash Doll. And one thing these celebrities gonna do, if you are in Atlanta or you are Atlanta adjacent, baby, they gonna go to Dr. Jackie. Okay, now paging Dr. Jackie. The celebrities gonna go down there and page Dr. Jackie if they don't do nothing else. So Dr. Jackie decides to tell us about Black women being in danger during pregnancy. Ma'am, don't think I forgot. Okay, I did not forget what you said. But Cash Doll, you look pretty as always. Moving forward. In the next scene, Quad is telling us that she's turning 43, so she's throwing a Paris-inspired birthday party. She says she wants to get to a good place with the ladies, but what she did notice is that she apologized to all of the ladies, but nobody apologized to her. Girl, listen, the people gonna act like they don't see that. They're going to act like, oh, Quad didn't apologize. She's so self-centered. None of them heifers apologized for the way that they treated her last season. Well, Heavenly said that she did, and she actually meant it this time, but we shall see. But nobody else apologized. But everybody's going to act like that didn't happen. So, child, I'm not going to sit here and fight nobody's battles. Y'all figure it out. So she's going to each lady personally to pass out invites. And the whole vibe was giving my Super Sweet 16. Y'all remember that show on MTV where they would go to the house and there would be an extravagant invitation passed out, and then after the invitation, then there would be an entrance at the party, and then they would come outside and scream because they got a car, and then they would be mean to the parents. Child, was just a whole thing. Anywho, this was giving my Super Sweet 16 but make it 43. So the first stop is Simone's. They went to Dr. Simone's office, and child, Simone was so happy to get that invite, but she was still talking about, me and Quad, we need to talk. Girl, just take the invitation. Because the way you was hugging her neck and rocking back and forth, y'all just making up stuff for TV at this point. Child, don't piss me off. Moving forward. So then she scoots on down the road and goes to Dr. Contessa's house. At Dr. Contessa's house, Sweet Tea is by there, hanging out playing pool. Now, I am happy that she has somebody to hang out with because this group is not really inviting to her. I mean, she hung out with Toya, but I feel like she was hanging out with Toya for Toya to push Quad out. And as you will notice, this season, you don't see Sweet Tea. I know it's only episode 2, with Toya, because now Quad and Toya have made amends. So, baby, they ain't fooling me. All the heifers are using people to do their dirty work, and they ain't fooling me. So, anywho, she now has Dr. Contessa, and the only reason why Dr. Contessa is over there is because she can't stand Heavenly. She left with a vendetta when she had her last season. So now the both of them have a mutual dislike for Dr. Heavenly. So they start talking about who? Dr. Heavenly. So they start talking about her sitting in that closet. You know how she get in that closet, she get to talking and taking them super chats and and telling them to come on down to Dr. Heavenly University. Y'all know how Dr. Heavenly be, child. So while they're playing pool, Quad's flight attendants drop off the invitation. Baby, the way that Sweet Tea was standing in that doorway watching, just grinning. Sweet Tea, go back inside, baby. Go back inside. Like, something got to be wrong with her. There is no way I'm going to stand there in the doorway knowing that the door is not for me. And it was kind of suspicious to me because I don't know if Dr. Contessa thought Sweet Tea was going to steal something or what. When she heard the doorbell ring, she was like, who is that? Come with me. Come with me. I'm like, girl, who you think going to be coming through this gated community ringing the doorbell? I know you don't think the robber or the killer going to ring the doorbell now. And why are you taking Sweet Tea with you? What's she going to do? So Sweet Tea is just standing there looking and grinning with her little glasses on. So while she was out there saying thank you to Quad for the invitation, Dr. Contessa says, say hi to Sweet Tea. Quad said, well, you know I got to run. Oh, my goodness. Now, Contessa, you know dang on well. You know she wasn't going to speak to her. Girl, anyway, then she going to come in the house and tell Sweet Tea, girl, you might want to go home so you can get yours. Contessa, please. You know that lady is not getting no invitation. And I'm going to tell y'all straight up and down, because I know somebody going to act confused. I wouldn't invite my exes next either. No. She don't even like Dr. G. It's not like, she knows Sweet Tea. And it's not like she knew Sweet Tea was going to be at Dr. Contessa's house, because somebody going to say, well, she was being rude when she gave the invitation in front of Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea should have went on back in the house. Letitia, once you saw that everything was okay, you should have went on back and went in there and practiced your pool shots. You shouldn't have just been standing there. Girl, anyway, production's so messy because they know full well that she was going to be over there, and they told Quad, you need to pass out your invitations at 1 o'clock on Saturday. Absolutely not. Moving forward. So when they get back in the car, because, she done tipped off, honey. She was like, I got to go. I will not be speaking. The lady in the car with Quad. Now, first of all, I want to say this, ma'am. You knew full and well who that was at the door. Okay? You were being shady. You knew that was Letitia at the door. And she did not look old. I know people want to talk about her fashion sense and all that other kind of stuff. Come on now. She didn't look old. Her glasses weren't thick. She was just wearing some regular glasses and they were fine. She was just standing at the door. Now, she was looking goofy. Now, if you would have said, now, why she was standing there looking so goofy? Then I kind of would have agreed. But you saying, who is that old looking woman with them thick glasses? That's so messy and it's weird. Okay? I wouldn't care who it was. Like, it's just weird for you to just get in the car and start talking about a random person. And y'all are on camera. Quad, I wouldn't care who it was. The invite was for Dr. Contessa. So you should have told that lady, girl, I don't know who that was. I have no idea. I don't know that lady. Sorry to that lady. Moving forward. In the next scene, it's the night of the party. Quad, now I wasn't thinking this facet of Paris. It's giving Candace Dungeon. I was waiting on her to pop out and start singing. Child, I didn't know what was going on. I said, baby, now welcome to the dungeon. So all the ladies are getting ready for the party. You know how they like to meet up and get ready together. Toya, Simone, and Dr. Contessa are all getting ready together. Simone, baby, I have to say, your hair in this scene looks fabulous. Baby, you look rich. When I saw that hair, and that hair didn't look stiff, honey, it looked natural. There was no lace showing. It gave leave out. It looked like your hair grew out and it was flowing in the wind. It looked like a good blowout. It just looked beautiful. I want y'all to go back and watch that scene. Her hair looked so nice. I said, okay, Simone, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. So then Dr. Simone brings up Sweet Tea being at Contessa's house when Quad passed out the invite. So then Toya gonna get in the confessional talking about, see, Sweet Tea is now married to Quad's ex, and she has everything that Quad used to have. So Quad might not be comfortable because she might miss what Letitia now has. Toya, there you go, saying bird brain things. Girl, I don't think for 1 second that she is jealous of anything involving Letitia. Let's be so very for real. Let's be for real. It was dumb of Quad to show up to her bachelorette party last season. Yes, it was. And it would make no sense for his new wife to celebrate his ex-wife's birthday. Like, that doesn't make any sense. They don't have to co-parent together. Her and Dr. G never had any kids. It just doesn't make sense. So implying that she's jealous of Sweet Tea is crazy. I don't think that she's jealous of her. I think she's wondering why she's on this show. I don't think she's comfortable with her being on this show, but I don't think that she's jealous of her because she didn't want that man. She didn't even want to give him a baby, child. Moving forward. So then they start talking about making things right with Quad. Of course, Simone, she ain't going for it. Toya tells her, girl, she's still mad about Napa. Simone is not going to apologize, and neither of them are going to change. So just go to the party, eat, drink, and be cordial. I am sick of talking about it at this point. And it seems like Simone just wants to hold on to it so that they have something to talk about, because this is crazy. If y'all had a conversation and you want to move forward, it doesn't matter what Quad is doing or not doing. Have a conversation about it and stop talking about it with everybody else. Moving forward. Oh, another side note. Poor Contessa was fighting for her life in the background. Did y'all see her? She was trying to put those clothes on, child. They had her with a little bottom out. I said, girl, why didn't you close the door and get ready? She was struggling. Do you hear me? So now the ladies are on their way. Contessa, I have to say, honey, you always get it wrong. I love you, Dr. Contessa, but baby, it's giving costume party. It really is. And Toya, you was right. It's giving Party City, child. It is giving Party City. So they get to the venue, right? And the venue owner goes over and she speaks to Toya, Dr. Simone, and Dr. Contessa. So Dr. Simone said, who put this together? So then they find out that her boyfriend put it together. Well, baby, what she say that for? Here goes Simone talking about, and this is just proving my point. It's actually not. Y'all don't know how long they've been together. And didn't y'all try and exile her? Why would she invite y'all into her personal life? And she know dang on well, y'all don't even like her. You invited her somewhere that she didn't even have a room and made sure to let her know that you didn't like her and nobody wanted her there. And she is the weakest link. Goodbye. So you want her to then pick up the phone and say, girl, guess what? I got a man. Y'all are crazy. And then Toya, you gonna get in a confessional talking about we've only been to her house once. So I'm not surprised that she didn't tell us she had a man. You know why you only been to her house once? Because you said it was a little funky townhouse. That's what you said. You said it was an old funky townhome, and you said she couldn't afford to pay for it by herself. That's why you've only been there once. Now, you probably have been back, but I don't want to hear nothing y'all talking about. Plus, I know y'all didn't think she was going to come this season with no man, and they on the show too. See, last season, I feel like y'all caught her by surprise. But this season, she was like, I'm going to pop out. Yep, I'm going to pop out with a man as well. Over on the other side of the A, all the men are getting together. And I feel like it's a little awkward. Now, of course, Cecil brings up Quad. He said, I'm glad that we didn't have to go to your ex's party. So thank you to your ex. And Dr. G said, no, thank you to my wife. Because, my wife is the one that allowed me to get out. And, she declined to go to the party. She ain't going to be at the party. I'm with Eugene. Like, he is the only voice of reason. It's best that she didn't go. That makes a lot of sense. And she didn't decline because she didn't get invited. She just didn't go. So then Dr. G starts going on about he hopes that Quad finds her somebody and she's happy. And I'm like, what? Dr. G, Quad ain't bit more stud than you than the man in the moon, honey. She couldn't care less. Eugene was looking at you like, what? What does her being happy have to do with you? What does that have to do? Because he still miss Quad. Okay, and he ain't fooling me. That's crazy. And not y'all sitting around talking about Quad. What is even happening? It's giving Quad in the gang. Don't you want to go to the place to be? They will strangers become family over fried chicken and mac and cheese. Baby, not Quad in the gang. Why is everybody talking about Quad? This is ridiculous. Back at the party, Phaedra done arrived. Girl, you got your Dancing with the Stars uniform on early. I see you. Okay, girl. So everybody is dressed so differently. I'm a little bit confused. Every man that walks through the door, now these heifers asking, are you Quad's man? Are you Quad's man? Do you know Quad? When was the last time you saw Quad? Why don't y'all stop? Let the woman tell you what she wants to tell you when she wants to tell it to you. So as they're going around interrogating all the men that they see, Quad made an entrance. And I wasn't too fond of the intro look. I was like, what is this? And then at that big headpiece, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't like it. It didn't give what had supposed to been gave. Quad goes up there and she starts speaking her speech. And because y'all know she good for a speech, child. That's what got you in trouble last time with that sister circle, getting up there giving them speeches. But she did all right this time. She got up there and she introduced the man in her life, baby. Baby Heavenly is recording because she can't wait to get in that closet and she going to have a members only live on YouTube. Baby, it's going to be some exclusive content over there in that closet. I better go become a member, honey, so I can get the exclusive. Child, that was so funny to me. Heavenly was the only one recording. Ma'am, the cameramen are recording. We don't need your personal cell phone. She should have made y'all leave them phones at the door. Moving forward. Now, all of the women in the confessional were saying that he looked good. Now, Toya said she gave up the Geritol for a Fred Flintstone vitamin or something like that. They were saying that the man was so young. Toya was acting like he was a baby. He looks the same age as Quad. I'm happy for him. And she shared him on the second episode. And she even introduced him to all the ladies. Now, I wasn't expecting his voice. His voice doesn't match his body. Now, that's neither here nor there. That's just a side note. Y'all go back and listen to it. Both he and Quad have some interesting voices. So she says that they've been together for a year. See, Phaedra, that's how you debut a man. Okay, because we ain't never seen Dr. Emoji. But anywho, so then Quad brings up to the ladies that Sweet Tea is not invited. Okay, she's not there. Here go Toya, trying to compare the two of them, talking about, well, she didn't like it when it was done to her when she was being excluded. So why would you do it to someone else? Girl, get over it. Like Dr. Jackie said, why would I invite my ex-husband's new wife to my birthday party? And it is not the same. Y'all are a friend group. Letitia just came and infiltrated the group. Y'all just wanted to get rid of Quad and replace her with Letitia, aka Sweet Tea. And it didn't work. And nobody in their right mind in real life would celebrate their birthday with their ex-husband's new wife. Unless it's a co-parenting situation or unless y'all just cool like that. But otherwise, no. Absolutely not. Now, Dr. Jackie, I agree with you on that. I'm with you when you're right. Moving forward. I am so happy that she went ahead and introduced this man so they can hush. Because I already know. And she didn't even introduce him. And she acted like she didn't want him talking to us. And Simone still tried to find a way to find fault. Ma'am, she introduced the man. She told y'all he paid for everything. She told y'all that she didn't invite Sweet Tea. She gave you personal invitations. She hugged your neck. What more do you want? Just say you don't like the woman. See, this is what upsets me. It's one thing if you're doing something to somebody and then they come back and they're like, okay, you did this to me, so this is why I feel this way again. But she's not even doing anything and you're still finding a way to find fault. You just don't like her. And that's okay. Some people you just don't like. That is fine. But you might as well go ahead and admit that. Back over with the men, they're wondering about the drama. Dr. Damon said, I don't give a damn. I don't care if they fussing or not. I'm over it. I know that's right, y'all. That's how I'm feeling. But then he says, I'm not worried about my wife. My wife gets along with everybody. Skirt. Dr. Damon Daddy, the lie detector test determined that was a lie. Baby, that's a lie. The truth ain't in it. Like Dr. Eugene said, she has the ability to get along with everybody, but she does not. So then Dr. G brings up what Dr. Heavenly said, and he said, are you all right? Why you so sensitive? Don't talk about my wife. I said, oh, not Dr. Damon Daddy getting active. Sir, your wife gonna have to stop being messy. That's just the bottom line. Oh, baby, Dr. Damon don't fool with Dr. G no more. You can tell. And I really feel like it was once he didn't have his back about him being a cheater, all bets were off. That's when Dr. Damon was like, you know what? I can't trust you. Because you being my longtime friend, you didn't come to my rescue and say, I don't see him being that kind of person. And when Dr. Damon turned to him at the reunion and said, do you think I'm a cheater? When Dr. G said, I don't know what you would do. That's when it was officially over. They don't want to admit it, but that's what's going on. Moving forward. And the real thing is, Sweet Tea brought up Dr. Damon, so Heavenly brought up Dr. G. Both of them are wrong in their own ways, but it did spiral when Heavenly would consistently every single week just take jab after jab after jab on her YouTube channel. Enough is enough. We get it. We know you got the popular vote. A lot of people they judge people with their eyes. They didn't even get to really know the lady. It's just like, I don't like Sweet Tea. And I don't know, for what? What does she do exactly? That's what I really want to know, because I don't like when people, I feel like this is giving Drew. You know how they gang up on Drew? Like, Drew got her way. Drew got a little lying problem as well. She might be as bad as Mia. But at the core of Drew, I don't think she's a bad person. And like, I really don't see Letitia as a bad person. And I don't see Dr. Heavenly as a bad person either. I like both of them. I like the group. You know, okay, like I told y'all last week, it's only one of them that I don't really care for. But I like the collective. I just don't understand why Heavenly had to then tag somebody else in. It wasn't just Dr. Heavenly doing it. Them Mondays, baby, it wasn't just her. Just imagine everybody and 2,000 and 3,000 people watching every single week. That's an unfair advantage. I'm sorry. They both brought up each other's husbands. Now both of the husbands are mad because the wives brought them up. So then he says, it seems like Dr. G's feelings get hurt so easily. Dr. Damon, I know you didn't. Your feelings were hurt easily too. Let's be very serious. Because when he didn't defend you not being a cheater, your feelings were hurt. You were all in the feelings. Okay, they should have wrote you a prescription for the feelings because you were in them. So then Cecil said, y'all gonna be doing all that? I should have went to Quad's party. Child, we know you want to be there. We know you like to party. So then Eugene is trying to get down to the bottom of it because what y'all got going on? He said, I'm feeling kind of, I'm a little scared sitting in between y'all. So then over there with Dr. Damon and Dr. Heavenly in the confessional, Heavenly says Sweet Tea is a bold-faced lie and she never told her that. But where would she pull that from though? I don't know. Okay, she could be lying because I don't know these people. So she could very well be lying. And then she went back to something that was the most popular thing and, that came from the show. That's when Mariah came sashaying in sideways saying, do I need to bring the receipts because I have them? And so she just pulled from that. Now, I don't know if Heavenly told her that, but it just doesn't make sense to me. So then Dr. Damon says, well, I feel like it's affecting patient care because Dr. G used to take on extra patients, but now he doesn't do that. And he's like, well, I'm just really busy right now. So it has nothing to do with you. I'm just really busy. I'm not buying it. I am not buying it. That is a lie. If his wife attacked you professionally, which she did, I can see you rejecting patients sent by Dr. Damon. Let's just keep it real. That's a lie. I don't believe nothing about that. I think that you have purposely turned these people away because you're in your feelings about the way that Dr. Heavenly put you out there on that Twitter. Like, come on now. And Dr. Damon, you really do need to hold Heavenly accountable. Now, I know one while she had got off the YouTube or whatever, and she said she was just going to do Patreon because Dr. Damon daddy said, don't be up here talking about the people or whatever was going on. But there comes a time when you have to say, listen, we got to watch what we say and what we do, because all of y'all are professionals. Not just Dr. G, not just you, Dr. Heavenly, Simone, Jackie, all of y'all. They ain't paging y'all for no reason. Come on now. Now, they swept it on under the rug, but I feel like they're both still hurt. They need to have a real conversation. And Sweet Tea and Heavenly need to have a real conversation as well. And that was the end of the episode. It wasn't much really going on. I feel like next week is when we're going to really get into it, because we're going to get to the party and see what took place in the party, hopefully, or not. But we shall see. Y'all comment down below. Tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. It felt a little bit repetitive because it's Simone versus Quad, and then you have Heavenly versus Sweet Tea, and now the husbands are feeling away. Nobody really wants to apologize or take accountability, so the stories are not gonna move forward. So hopefully they can come to some kind of common ground, because this right here ain't gonna work. Y'all getting on my nerves, honey. This ain't no Groundhog's Day. Anywho, comment down below and I'm gonna comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.